It's your boy DJ Deek, and coming to y'all with a message, and I hope y'all take heed to it. I want to let y'all know about the journey that I had just went through. I found out I had prostate cancer, and it was like a year ago. Like the first week of February. That's when my doctor's appointment. I He let me know that I had I have cancer. First, it came out like that. So I didn't want to believe it. I was stuck, confused. It was just didn't believe it. I was like, I want a second opinion, all that. Now, mind you, this doctor, my primary doctor, been my doctor for over 7 years. I'm probably close to 10, but just the one day I choose not to believe him. On the whole 7, 8, 9 years of me going to him, I believe him, but just today I didn't want to believe him. So got the second opinion. Had my blood ran twice again, and cancer cells was found in my blood. So then later on, got another call, realized that it could be prostate cancer. But at that point I had cancer. So me just being, I guess, me, and trying to how I'm gonna figure this out and try to figure it out on my own. Like, what do I need to do? How I need to do it? I didn't tell nobody. So all of that what I just said went down in the month of February. Like that what I was doing in February. But what I didn't do, I didn't tell nobody. And when I say I ain't tell nobody, I mean I ain't tell my wife, I ain't tell my mother, I ain't tell my sister, I ain't tell my niece, I ain't tell nobody. So I kind of carried this whole thing for a while. And from February to May, May the 29th, that's when I told everybody, that's what I told my immediate family what was going on with me. And it that was bad. That was bad because the 29th I told them, May the 30th, I had to go for a prostate biopsy. So it just, my timing was real bad. So, and like my wife, she was like super upset, and like she asked like why, and my whole thing was I just didn't want to bring everybody down. Like from February up to March, like February is my birthday month, and they had things planned for me. And March was my wife's birthday month. They had things planned for her, and April, and son playing ball. My son was injured, so he's recovering from an injury, and he's trying to get back in the swing of things. And I just didn't want my illness to be the thundercloud over everybody' happiness. So I kind of just kept it close to me, and that's the truth. That's the honest God truth. That's why I didn't say nothing. And when the 29th came May, I had to say something. I had to say something. So the first person I told was my wife. You know, this what my doctor told me in February, and instantly she was upset, and I get it. I get it. I get it. And you know, she got it out of her, and then she went into, all right, so what do we need to do? So once she got to that point, I felt kind of safe, but I had to tell my mother, my sister, and my niece. And that was bad. That was bad because they had the same questions my wife had. Why ain't say nothing all the way up to then? And I told them this and that, and they like, I don't care about that. So when I went for the prostate biopsy, okay, you do have it, prostate cancer. The thing about the my prostate cancer, caught it early. That was the best thing I could have ever did for this whole situation. So I'm telling you, fellas, get your prostate checked. Now, I know, well, we all know how they check for the prostate. And I was getting mine checked like that, the finger, you know what I mean? And I was good. But that's not how he found out that I had cancer cells. They did my blood work. But the cancer cells was found in my blood work. That's how they found out I had cancer. So if y'all tripping over the prostate test, get your blood work done. It's called the PSA. That'll tell you what's going on with your blood. If you have a primary doctor, tell him do your blood, run your blood, see if you got any cancer cells. Now, once I found all that out, they want to feel the prostate to see if it's hard. If it's hard, that's the potential of an issue. If it's soft, then you good. But again, mine wasn't hard. Mine was soft, but I still wind up with cancer in the prostate. So us men, put that pride to the side when it comes down to your health, especially that, because with the way my story kind of developed, I went to see my mentor in January, of the same year, January, and he was telling me, I had 5 mentors when I was coming up, and he was telling me about his buddy, which is one of the other mentors. Because of his pride, he refused to get his prostate checked. And he's telling me this in January. And I'm like, I tell him, I get my check, that's what I do. Because he's telling me, put your pride to the side and get up on your health. So now when he showed me the picture of my friend, who's the mentor in the hospital, because of he didn't want to do the prostate test. Now he's at a point where he need to be hospitalized and tubes in him and all of this crazy stuff going on because of the pride. That kind of like, wow, it hit me. But then I go to the doctor a month later, and then this happened. So I'm already kind of like locked on to like so many things are running through my head, because now that picture of my mentor laying up like that, and now here's a chance that I could be, laid up like that if I don't react. So it's my head is, what I mean, because people who know me, I'm a thinker. I think things out. So, like I said, fellas, put that pride in your back pocket. Take the test. If you tripping over that test, well, allow them to run your blood and see if you got cancer cells in your blood. Because that too late conversation, you don't want to hear that. So when my doctor, and then mind you now, it is what it is. I had prostate cancer, so I got it. So now, my whole thing was, what can I do? Like, because that picture's in my head. So what can I do? So they gave me they didn't give me, they told me chemo, radiation, and removal of the prostate. Those was my 3 options because of the early, how I caught it early. Those are my options. Now, for people who don't know, as far as the prostate, it's like a number system, and like 12 is like the deadly number. You don't want to be close to 12. and my count was 7. So they consider that, borderline. Like the following year, I could be at a point where though it's only one option. So my count was at a 7. So which put me, like I said, in the middle. So I had 3 options: chemo, radiation, or removal of the prostate. And I met with all 3 doctors, and the chemo and radiation, it sort of the same outcome, but it's the like the burning and the discomfort. I didn't want to do that. And then the way I'm thinking is, if I do that, it's still a possibility that it could come back because the prostate is still there. So the way I'm thinking is, well, I'm gonna go with let's remove the prostate. Now I don't know what this entails, so I'm talking to the doctor, the surgeon that does this, and he said, if we remove the prostate, it's a couple of things you won't be able to do no more. And, well, like let's hear it. He said, you definitely will not be able to have kids no more. Oh, well, I'm cool with that because I got 2 right now. We about to be an empty nest, so I have no plans of starting over. And then said you will have what is called erectile function, where though you get hard on some random, shit go up and down, up and down, what I mean. I could live with that. I could live with that. And then he said you would experience some leakage. I was like, well, explain experience some leakage. So what that mean is you will, like after surgery, you won't be able to hold your urine. So how long that's gonna last? So well, that lasts good month, but based on how you heal, about a month, month and a half, and then you start slowly be able to hold it. It's this exercise you have to do, and I'm about to mess the name up, but it's called kinkit exercise, where though you practice on how to hold your urine. And it's crazy because I'm like, all right, cool, because it's not something that's gonna last forever. That's my whole thing. What's gonna last forever? Oh well, me not able to have kids, that's gonna last forever. Well, I'm cool with that. The getting hard, not getting hard, that's gonna work itself out. I can deal with that. And leakage, I can deal with that because I'm gonna be on the exercise, believe me, and I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy that's working out and getting myself back, back to normal status. So that was like, okay, I'm willing to do all of that. So mind you, now this is what I'm going through the summer. So I asked the surgeon, how soon can we do this? And he's like, September. He has an opening in September where you had the surgery. So the surgery is like it's a 1-day process, but it's like 6 to 7 hour process. So it's either you do it in the morning or you do it at night. You might spend a night in recovery, but mine was scheduled mine's like 10 a.m. But I didn't get to the table till like 11:30, something like that. But and it's all done robotically. And he explained it's going to be 4 holes in your stomach. Excuse me. You're going to have 4 scars or holes, but they, what I mean, it's going to be 4 scars on your stomach. And that's where the arm go in and do what it do. And then it's going to be 1 scar that's going to come from the top of my navel for like 2 inches, where they're going to bring out the prostate and stuff like that. So he went over it in detail of how it's getting done, whatever. So I'm like, this what needs to be done, so I won't. Like I said, this picture of my mentor with the tubes in them, that's in my head. That's burnt in my head because of he didn't, do the right thing soon. So that's all in my head. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So basically, we do the operate the way they do the operation. It was a success. None of the cancer cells spread to any of the lymph nodes around the area, and that the surgery was cool. So now the cancer that I had that was in the prostate now it's out of me. So I'm like cancer free. Now we just get into the healing process. So mind you, this is September the 12th. So all of this happened September the 12th. I come home that that evening. They say around like 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. Come home, and I remember being helped in the house because I walking was funny, you know what I mean. And of course I had a catheter, and all of that was weird. It's like it was awkward to me because I never been down like this, so I had to get used to all of that. Something as simple as just laying in the bed and taking a nap, that I could not do. I had to do it a certain way because I have a catheter on me and I can't turn like I want to. I got to make sure I'm in this one position so I don't pull nothing or break anything. You know what's going on. So after the catheter got removed, now I'm able to move around. So I went straight into that, but I'm gonna have to really let y'all know another important part of the whole recovery thing for me. So when I let my immediate family know what was going on with me, it was more calls that I had to make. And the reason why I made these calls to certain people is because they know me for years, from Sandbox to now. They knew me from when I was in the projects to now. They knew me. And just out of respect, because I consider them friends and I love them, I'm going to call you and tell you what's going on with me. Because I feel like you shouldn't have to find out through third party, fourth party. And then you got questions with, oh, I got your number. I could call and tell you, you know, what the deal is. But I had to do that. Some people felt like, that's your business. No, these people, some old and some new friends, and showed me their character that I value their opinion. I value them as a person, as a human being, because we've been in situations where they express things to me with as what a friend would do, not no yes man. What a friend would do. So before I went into the surgery, what I did was I created a thread, and I put 5 of my DJ friends on there: Eli, Tweety, Al, Fat Cat, and my man Jarrell. Jarrell always gave me words of wisdom, and just out of conversation, he would say something, and like it made sense. These 5 guys, I made a thread and a group chat, and these guys to me were spectacular through the whole process. Because when I came out the hospital and I was laid up in my bed and I was going through some pain, and I mean, I was going through some pain. I would get on that chat and I would say some things to these guys, and if not all 5, but 4 out of 5 would reply back. That was powerful. And then the one that missed the straight comeback, they would chat in later on. That was powerful to me. That helped me because I needed to get my mind off of what I'm going through, like what I'm feeling right now. I need to get my mind off of it. And them 5 guys, we would chat, They would give me some tips to do to help me get over, what I'm going through at that moment. And I appreciate each and every last one of them. And that's why I said that name. Eli, Tweety, Al, Fat Cat, Jarrell. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Because y'all don't understand. Y'all wasn't there to see how I really look. When my wife would look at me and see how much pain I'm in, and I'm over there doing my texting with my thumb, and she see the little grin on my face because y'all saying stuff to me. That meant a lot to her, and it meant a lot to me. So I said I appreciate that, and I thank y'all for that. So now I'm in the recovery stage. So now we talk about September, what is it, October. I'm that last week of October. That's when the catheter come out. I'm now trying to get my strength up. I gotta walk. I gotta exercise. I gotta move around. So it's another DJ buddy of mine, like that. He's new, like he's new to the circle, named Nick. And I told Nick what was going on with me. And the thing about Nick, he understand what's going on with me. But he when he hit me on the text or when he called me, we didn't talk about that. Nick would get my mind on, hey, Deke, I just sent you a project. See what you can do with it. Nick would try to get me into the studio. He would try to get me into the studio. See what you could do with it. What you think? Or he'll work on a piece and he'll send it to me like, what you think? What you think? Nick, we had, if Nick called me 20 times, we only talked about my situation 2 times. The other 18 times, we talking about music. We're talking about music. I appreciate that because he just kept me grounded with, this not going to be you. Like, you know music, so you know how to produce, you know production, you know what I mean? So, I need that part of you. And I appreciate Nick for that. But the thing about Nick let somebody else know what I was going through. And Nick is just cool. He's a cool dude. He's funny. I obviously he's funny. Instead of Nick putting me and that guy together, Nick had me reach out to the guy. The funny thing about the guy been in my circle since I've been going live. The guy been in my circle. And what I'm going to say, because his story is his story, what I'm going to say is Pastor Arnell Marshall was the guy. And when I reached out to Pastor Arnell Marshall gave me so much perspective on what I'm going through. And it wasn't biblical. I mean, biblical was behind it, but the advice I asked him, the advice he gave me, the things he had to answer. And like I said, his story is his story. But I appreciate Pastor Arnell Marshall because he really made it comfortable for me to go through what I was going through. And that now once I talked to him, man, ain't nothing. This all right. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I felt at ease. I'm good. So I say all of this to let y'all know that we are getting to the age, my circle of friends, we either there or we getting there, the people I know. Don't be scared or don't let your pride stop you from getting a prostate test. I am a living testimony, or I am living proof that the sooner you get on it, the sooner you back on your feet. It been one whole year and I'm back to normal with I'm gonna say I'm like 90% back to normal. 90% back to normal. It's, of course, you're nervous, you're scared because it's not something that you do every day. But I'm saying that it's people out here who beat it, can tell you how to um, go, the things you're going to experience, how to go through them in an easier pace, to help you get through them. And see, I didn't have that until I talked to somebody. And I'm glad I talked to somebody. I'm glad I let somebody know what I'm going through because the help was right there. And the crazy part is, Pastor Arnell Marshall, when I go live every Sunday prior to this situation happening, he's there and never knew that he is the one that had the answers. You know what I mean? So you don't know who in your circle that can help you until you say something. Now, you got to have credible people in your circle. And I believe I have credible people in my circle. And I appreciate each and every last one of them. All the phone calls I got once people found out, because I called a lot of my DJ friends, a lot of my friends. I called the guy who was one of the reasons why I got into DJing. Like he has these morals and principles, and I called him Mike. And what Mike said to me was, "Damn, yo, know what? We got prostate cancer, and we gonna go through it together." That shit hurt. That shit got me. Like that got me. That got me. That really touched me because he didn't say I had it. He said we got it, and we gonna go through it together. Mike Mike been calling me, but Mike gets my mind off of this. Mike, appreciate that. That right there was very powerful. Saying that, and it just sometimes you don't know what you're going through. Somebody else either been through it or going through it too. And I'm just wanting to put this out there and let y'all know that, if you have any questions about it, just reach me. Email right at the bottom of the screen. I'll tell you, more stuff that comes with it, but it's nothing for you to, it's stuff that happens for the moment, but it's not for forever. And that's the key thing. It's not forever. Death is forever. So if you know your situation, if you have prostate cancer or you want to know more about it, I'm not a doctor. I only can tell you my experience. But if you have a primary care doctor, talk to your primary care doctor. Get your blood work ran. See what your blood work look like. Because us men, had that pride thing. If you don't want to take the physical exam, at least get your blood work done so you can know what's going on. Because that's how I found out about mine. My blood work showed my doctor what the deal was. So that's what I wanted to let y'all know. I just wanted to tell my story and my journey and how I dealt with it, and then the end results. And a lot of y'all see me up, back online, back out in the public. You know what I mean? So it's not forever. You just gotta get it early. You just gotta get it early. So, in saying that, I appreciate y'all time. And again, fellas, please go get checked, get your blood work done. And I'm here if you got any questions. Again, thank y'all for letting me pick up a little bit of your time and express my concerns and making y'all aware of prostate cancer. I see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.